fault is it? We did anything. Because that was one of the feelings is he's allowing you to stay, that he feels that way. So that's a good sign for Marc-Andre Fleury and the Vegas Golden Knights. What a crazy story that is. You think that's crazy? Brad Marchand and his history with Tampa is also a little bit crazy. We'll keep going tabloid.
Somebody liking it. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Hello. Who are you? Got some incense burning in the background. Burning! How you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just remembered that I was supposed to do. Ulysses sent me something there. I still haven't taken a look at it. About betting and stuff like that. Vernon. Yeah, well, we knew that, didn't we? That was pretty much inevitable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Todd knew that. He was like, yeah, I'm done. Yep, I am dead. I gotta share this live. Just one sec. Share. I'm going to share with my Patreon friends there.
Scotiabank is excited to welcome back the sounds of hockey, the passion that never left. Now streaming, Sam Rockwell as Ivan, Angelina Jolie as Stella, Danny DeVito as Bob, Helen Mirren as Snickers, Shaka Khan as Henrietta, and Bryan Cranston as Mac. Shout out the one and only Ivan. Now streaming. Too much. What is the right amount? Not big enough. Let's do it, guys. 2 nights of new episodes.
There we go. Should have all of our other people coming here pretty soon. So how you doing, Vernon? Got a new coach now. Who do you want to see? Gallant, right? It's got to be Gallant. I can't see why Gallant wouldn't want to go there, really. If he hasn't already committed behind the scenes to somebody else. It looks like Detroit's going to keep their coach. So I imagine you might have been interested in that. There, probably a little too bright on you, eh? I wonder if I can shut those blinds back there. That might be better too. Yeah.
Since 1973, Horn Iverson, family-owned Saskatchewan born. Back on Hockey Central, getting ready for our first of a doubleheader tonight. Boston, Tampa Bay, including other playoffs, went 7 games, and Boston won the Cup, of course. They met again a couple of years ago, and Tampa won that one. And this season, during the regular season, yes, it's a very, very rivalry. Maybe it gets ready for probably a lot of people realize who the White Hot part of it was in 2018, and it was all around Brad Marchand as it usually is. One game after he low breaks Dan Girardi, he hit it to Ryan Callahan. Callahan rolled the streaking violence with the
Oh, where'd you go, Vernon? Vernon left already.
out. And John Cooper has told the media not to ask him about Stamkos. He said he will update them when it is time. One with Palat and Kucherov outshot in shot attempts, outshot Columbus 115 to 59. Those three were on the ice, 5-on-5 in that past series.
Yeah, and some may think that Kucherov took a step back from his 120-point season last year, Cup Trophy season, only having 85 this year. But next 2 years, he was playing more responsible two-way game. John Cooper, after last season getting swept by the Columbus Blue Jackets, wanted everyone to not really worry about the stats. Let's play a good 200-foot game. So Kucherov right now has 9 points actually in 8 games of these playoffs, but look for him to step it up offensively.
Great, Anthony and Kevin. And Kelly, well, Kelly, let's start with you on the perfection line because they've got Krejci's line going late in their last series, and they've got the perfection line. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Okay, so it never gets tiring or boring talking about that perfection line. You know, they do everything right, and why are they successful? They're most concerned about keeping pucks out of their own net. And Bergeron might be the best. Has a great mind for the defensive side of the game, always in perfect position. Really understands who might be most dangerous. Really good for an outlet pass for his defenseman. So that's why they're successful in their own zone. Offensively, I love the fact that they're always ready for a pass. Even when it seems unlikely, the puck might get to them. They're always ready. And then just icing here by Marchand. I just love their chemistry. And I know people were a little bit worried in the round robin. I wasn't whatsoever.
There you go. Are you back, Vernon? Did you take off for a bit?
Success with it in the playoffs. The second line for Boston is a great line, and I think it's good.
It is. And David Krejci has 9 points this last season. He's player has had 7 games, playoff games all over points since 2014. He's got a shot at it in this one. And, you know, people forget the Boston Stanley Cup, the leading playoff scorer was Krejci. And I know in time the Bruins have often felt the perfection line gets a lot of the credit, but number 36 is the guy. Difference between winning and losing series for his performance many times in the playoffs.
Well, I've proven faster than I did at the highlight of the playoffs. Let's get our Jennifer.
All right, Ron, well, these teams have been shocked they're going to be for the conference championship. We thought that as well.
That didn't help at all. That hindered, not helped.
Reaction to their last year in the playoffs, a sweep against Columbus. We needed a line with some grit, and you throw in Coleman. You got Kelly now that is going to be really important against the Boston Bruins. And with Yanni Gourde, you remember Gourde was a great scorer junior. All these guys have a chance to put the puck in the net, but they bring some stats in where they bring some grit. That's really important to the makeup of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Andre Casher is one that, if you listen to Rich Cassidy over the final days, he only had 8 games prior to the break with the Bruins. And I think that's tough, but you have to earn your stripes. And don't you feel Cassidy is starting to trust Casher a little bit more when you've got Krejci as your centerman? Maybe give a little bit of a compliment to Jake DeBrusk. I think he could be an important guy as he warms up and gets familiar to be a Boston Bruin.
Casher still hasn't scored a goal in a Boston uniform, even though he got a few games before the pause. But he's really looked good for Krejci. I think it's a big part of the reason maybe Krejci's play has come up through this playoff so far. That's Jimmy Craig.
You know, going further to what Jimmy Craig just talked about, Boston making a change, and that's been Krejci coming in the line tonight after being scratched during the Carolina series. I think this is the biggest compliment to what Tampa has done and how Tampa has toughened themselves up and made themselves an edgier team. That Boston feels that Nick Ritchie has to go in there to face the Lightning. A year ago, I don't think anybody would have felt this was necessary. So, Kelly, Yaroslav Halak are pressed into number one duty, 3 games, 3 wins. Yeah, first of all,
Hey, who's there? By Tampa or Boston? Well, I'm a handicapper, so I'm doesn't really matter. I'm Tampa, I suppose. I'm going for Tampa to win this because I put a bet in on. Actually, I got Boston PL, so Boston would be fine tonight. Boston would be fine. Came in and left. Came in, found out I wasn't a Boston fan, and left.
He did have tons of work in the Carolina series. He played the last 3 games. I think he averaged 24 shots tonight, but he's going to be a little bit busier here versus Tampa. So is it a problem that right now? That's not a good sign for a goalie, is it? Well, since you're on that, you guys want to use that earlier this year. As long as I can remember, and now it's got the light.
Fuck off. Sure.
This is the one thing in the series I believe we're really concerned about. As how the backup is not playing in the NHL game, I wonder how they're going to manage this, particularly if we go to game 6 and 7. Boy, Elliot, I'm with you too. That's a real concern. The game 6 and 7, a 35-year-old guy, no experience behind him, and that could be a real problem for Boston. I'm sure they're hoping that they're going to have the ability to beat Tampa before it gets game 6 and 7, but that's a tall task. I'm with you, Elliot. I would be concerned. I looked at the schedule and immediately thought the same thing. So I have this theory about the control aspect, and I'm sure other people have had a similar one. Boston Bruins defense.
Hey, who's there? Had somebody come in and ask, "Are you Tampa or Boston?" And I was like, "Well, sort of Tampa." Because I'm but I'm Boston kind of too because I got him on a PL. But yeah. So and then he left right away. Just like okay, his name was Big Bad Bruins, so I guess apparently that was gonna have to be the case. Oh, he left too. Everybody left. Hey, who's there? Hello, everyone. Come join the frolic here, Frolic Land, or sorry, Pearlo Land. We are got some incense going, chilling out. Got the game on. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Tampa, Boston. This is gonna be a fantastic series. I think Tampa will likely win her, but who knows? Boston's got that pushback, and we called it. We did a video just recently on prediction video on this. And Steel Flyers, one of the guys that does this, said that it's like they have this magic. It's like Boston has this magic voodoo on people or something. Sometimes it's really cool. Like in the third period, all of a sudden, teams that play Boston tend to just die, and can't explain it. Carolina did at the last game there. That's what happened to them. They just kind of like, who the hell is this team? It's not the team that was playing the last however long. I don't know. They scare them or freak them out or something. Maybe their reputation is like I don't know, precedes them, and they go, "Oh my gosh, we're just about to beat the Boston Bruins," and then they forget to play. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, they could definitely win this. Who are you rooting for? You person that's listening right now. I'm tagging this live to get more people to come. So this is what I mean. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. Put little tags in so people are searching. They'll come and play with us. So who are you? Tell me who you are out there.
You got it. Well, that's fine.
Who are you? The line. Oh, it's Toronto. Bruins are favorite now? Wow, I got him on the PL. Sweet. That's weird. Why would that be? The line moved over to the Bruins? There's no reason. Oh, well, I guess they were first in the league, but they wouldn't be first in seeding, so that would have been difficult for them to figure out. I'm glad I got in on. I'm glad I got in. I got a parlay of Boston. The problem with Halak, I mean, Halak has done this type of workload before, but he is getting older. I would say the problem is simply that he has that one weakness of his glove hand, over his glove hand. Everybody knows it. So that's why I got Tampa here, because if it was Raskin, I'd give him more of a shot, but you never know with Boston. I mean, Marchand turns it on, and boom, all of a sudden they've got 3 goals in a period, right? So it's going to be interesting to watch. But yeah, I got Tampa. Who you got? Are you betting on this game, Mr. Ronald? Under 1.5 first period. That's interesting. I like Vasilevsky better on back-to-back games. That's all I can really say about that. Halak's a veteran. I don't know. I don't think fatigue should be an issue here as much, because you're not traveling and stuff like that, right? So you can make a pretty good case that goaltenders are better on back-to-back games because they stay in the zone. So when they don't have to travel, right? When it's just back-to-back like that. I'm 5 or 6. 6 is the pussy, right? I want to say 5. I think Tampa will take over, possibly. It's just that, like I said, Boston has that pushback ability that can often get them at least one more game, even if they lose. Even a game 7, they just have that pushback ability. Surprised I'm not getting more of my peeps on here yet. How long? How many games do you think this is going to go, Ronald? No, no, I don't think there's more than meets the eye. Tampa in 6, yeah. That's about Seems about right. 5 or 6, yeah. I don't think there's more than meets the eye. Whatever it was, he went to Finland too. Whatever was going on, they basically said they already knew about it. He gave it a shot to come out here. Whatever the problem was, came back, and he just had to go. So I find it highly unlikely it's for any reason that isn't legit. Very highly unlikely.
Collagen and health food and a champagne. I'm going to meet you tomorrow noon. We'll cut through all this red tape at a bar called O'Malley's. That kind of sounds Boston. Vancouver Canucks finally against the Stanley Cup champions. Game 5, series tied 2-2. They were down 3-1. They came back and absolutely dominated. Vancouver, Vegas later tonight at 10:30. Sportsnet Pacific, CBC, and Omni with the Hockey Night in Canada for Germany. That's when that begins. So 7:30.
Okay, you can leave if you want. I kind of went live to talk to people, but if you need to go, you need to go. I'll have lots of people come on here in a bit. Take care, my friend. I'm just still tagging this to get more people.
They are highly skilled. They are top, and they are two teams that don't really like each other very much. Let's take a little trip down memory lane to what feels like an eternity ago, March 7th, when these two teams met in the regular season, and it was a fun one, a game that had a little bit of everything, including this line brawl and a fight between the Bruins and Zdeno Chara. And it was after that game that he spoke to the media. Patrick Maroon said this: "I feel like we are getting a little bit of bad blood right now. Tonight we will find out just how much bad blood is left. If this series is anything like that game, well, it should be intriguing." Now, the Lightning went out and got significantly tougher to trade deadline in the offseason. Tonight, the Bruins get a little bit tougher. They add Nick Ritchie to their lineup, Ron. That is the big lineup change for the Bruins. Next time, Sean with Jim, Craig, and the booth, of course. And when we come back, Kelly, Kevin, Anthony, Elliot, and their thoughts on the Bills and the Bruins. Hockey Night in Canada and the Stanley Cup. I got the Happy Popeyes hot fried chicken. Any day we're reaction.
You know what's up? It hits all the spots. That's fine.
Here, hot fried chicken inside. The new Dell XPS. With a machine aluminum exterior. Strong. Has never been so beautiful.
Just a thing of beauty.
Kit Kat Chunky is now 20% chunkier. Doesn't fit anymore. It's now.
Hey, whoever's there, hello. Welcome to the frolic here at Pearlo Land, where we have the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Boston Bruins going at it. A fine tilt, I might say. Come in and enjoy yourself. Have the check this out. I have incense going and it's going across the screen. I bet people are going to think I'm smoking weed or something. Oh, you're gone. Why is everybody leaving me? Hey, hello. How are you? Hey, how you doing, buddy? NHL Sports Buddy. We got to do a video together, man. Talked about it several times. I've watched yours. We got to do one together. I like it. You just get out the piece of paper there, no freaking frills. Get her done. This is what I'm doing today. It's perfect. Who you got tonight? Just got back from some random. What's that? Never even heard of that. So this thing is just one sec. I'll be right back. Are you kidding me right now? You're following me everywhere I go. I'm burning incense, and every time I move it, it goes somewhere else. Oh, we lost somebody. They came on and left. Probably thought I was gone. New app? What's that? What's it for? It sends you random locations. You're supposed to send an intent prior to starting. Okay, what do? You just go to these random locations then? Sounds like something my wife and I might enjoy. But what exactly does it involve? What's it called? Is it supposed to be random outing? Or is it just the way you put it there? Oh, okay. So you know about my spirituality. That's what you say. Cool. Funny you mentioned that. I will check that out. I'll tell my wife about it. We like to just travel off in different lands all the time. So is it actually, did you spell it right? Random outing? Or is it random outing? Quantum, it uses a quantum random number generator. Okay. It tried sending you into the middle of a cornfield. Nice. Oh, who came into the land? Hello. Come sit down, talk to NHL sports betting, dude. We're just going on about an app where they send you where the energy is the highest, and you left. I wonder why people don't watch me, eh? Because I'm such a freak. Hey, they're back again. Now they're gone. Crazy. How long did you drive for? How long did you drive for? Game is about to start. Where's all my peeps? My Patreon guys should be coming on here. Highest in the land. That's right.
Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah.
The game one of the best of seven Stanley Cup playoffs between the Boston Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, to sing the national anthems of the United States and Canada, retired U.S.
Nobody liked it.
medical surgeon.
Apparently, people are not around on Sunday nights. I usually have lots of people, but we'll watch it together. That's fine. I am not a fan of any national anthem, especially mine. Canadian national anthem. Oh my gosh. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, I like Canada. All right, let's play hockey. That's the way I look at it. Oh, it's a good thing they won't play the Canadian one. Oh, well, yes, they will. They will play the Canadian one because they're in Toronto. Frick. Oh, there's a bit of a delay? Oh, shoot. That sucks. Okay.
Who's ready for a follow party? So.
Hey, who's there? Hey, Ulysses, I still haven't watched your thing yet. I was just thinking about that. You sent it to me, and I kept on going, okay, I'm going to watch that when I get here, and then I get there, and I'm friggin' busy again. Good to see you, man. Gonna watch the Boston Tampa game with me? Somebody else is here, too. Hello. I'm doing good. I'll watch that yet. I'm interested in it for sure. No doubt about it. All right, right on. Yeah, I think Tampa's going to win this too. I wish that light wasn't. My blinds won't shut there. Under. I didn't put a play on the total on this one. I didn't put a total on this one. I do have the over at 5.5 on the next game. Who's in there? How you doing? Come to the land here. I didn't clean up end of place for you, so you're just gonna have to be in the lived in area, or you can go to one of the good lives. I'm sure that one of the good lives are out there right now, but if you like Frolic and Frolic, if you like Frolic, this is the place to go. We do a lot of that here. This is Ulysses. Ulysses is from the New York area. He's a Rangers fan. Come sit down with Ulysses. I'm sure he won't touch you this time. He's already got a talking to. I think so, yeah. Well, that's a good start. Chara takes a penalty in the first minute. I think I got Boston on a PL, actually. I shouldn't be too crazy here. Maybe I should have went on under if I thought it was going to be a PL, right? Colby. I don't care. You can do whatever you want to the anthem. I don't give a shit, to tell you the honest truth. I wish they didn't do anthems in hockey. Why? What's the point? Canada, yay. Okay, let's watch hockey. I really don't care, Colby. Doesn't matter to me. National anthems to me are just a bunch of hooey. I love my country. Sure, I love your country. I love all countries. I don't need to stand up and. Sorry, I know a lot of people don't like that, but I don't care. I don't mind it. It's an anthem. It's an anthem. It's a song about Canada. It's cool. Whatever. I yeah. I don't like it. I don't like really any anthem when everybody has to stand up and take off your hat and act like whatever. That it makes the hockey game. I don't know. Does it? I'm usually grabbing a coffee while the anthem's on so I can get ready for the hockey game. I know it's not a popular view by a lot of people, but I think national anthems are whatever. I really do. I think they cause too much. I think a lot of people get all caught up about really whatever. No matter, especially in sports. National anthems are basically politics, right? It's what it is. And if you want to know if whether it's politics or not, drop yourself a knee while it's on. You'll find out how political it is. So, yeah, no, I don't think politics or anything like that should be in sports. That's not what it's about. It's about people getting together, regardless of their political leanings or religious beliefs or anything. That's what makes sports beautiful. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'd be happier than hell if they stopped doing national anthems. But just imagine the people that would lose their shit if you decided to do that. But it's not political. So there's my rant for today. Disrespecting the national anthem. Yeah. I have Vegas. Oh, wait. What do I have? I have Vancouver PL and Boston PL on a parlay. That's what I have. The games themselves are a little difficult to pick, but that's why if it's going to be like it could go either way. Boston plays a strong defensive game. I think for somehow Boston's defensive game is very underrated. Yeah, right. I do have over on that. Vegas, Vancouver, 5.5 over. You have them winning by 2? Wow. That's impressive. I hope you're wrong because I have Vancouver PL and I also have the over. I think it'll be a high-scoring, close game. Tampa looks good so far. I think as far as the series is concerned, Tampa's lineup's just too strong. Their depth in just about every area except for center. Boston's got the better center depth, but defense, I'll go Tampa. Overall forward depth, I go Tampa. Goaltending, Tampa. So in theory, Tampa should win the series, right? But Boston has that mystique. That's the word. It's like some sort of mystique. You're the same way? Yeah. As far as the changing that Canadian thing, doesn't matter to me. It doesn't really. If it makes somebody feel better, then great. If it makes somebody offended, then they probably need to rethink their way they think. There's no reason to be offended about anything. Whoa, that was quick. People came on real quick and then saw her. I was going on the offended rant and everybody went away. Hello, come back into the environment. Don't leave. We're having fun here in Pearlo land watching hockey games. And Ulysses is here and Colby Burgess is here. Like, hello? Why would you want to leave? Colby's here. Ulysses is here. Really? Like, these are the coolest people in the land, man. You go to one of the good, you go over to one of the good lives, you're not going to get people like Ulysses and Colby over there. I'll tell you that right now. Not at all. I'd be wanting to stay right here if I were you, for sure. They have a tendency to implode, but for some reason they have a tendency to make other teams implode too. Like how many times has Boston been down in the third, and then all of a sudden, like the Carolina Hurricanes, where all of a sudden they turn into the Keystone Cops and start banging into each other. I like hockey. I like hockey. I like hockey. Oh shit, we lost. Like it's weird. I don't know what they do. They got some sort of voodoo shit going on in the dressing room or something. Got little dolls and they're poking them or something. Like what the fuck? Yeah, I think I got to go with you on that one. Rask can get hot, but he has holes. More holes than or not Rask, Halak. He has more holes than Rask, that's for sure. So I would have to agree with you there, my friend. Hey, Pearlo. Yes, Steel Flyers is in the house. Steel Flyers in the hizzy. It's the voodoo lean. That's right. You only get that here at Pearlo Land and Steel Flyers. Chanel. Hello, Chanel. How are you, my friend? You know Steel Flyers, Chanel? You watch the videos? Everybody does. I can't understand why you wouldn't. Everybody watches the videos and knows steelflyers.com, www.steelflyers.com. Finest website, hockey and sports website in the land. That's all. That's it. If you don't know it, you probably want to go there and get to know it because you're going to be really embarrassed when people are like, hey, have you seen Steel Flyers, this website? And you're going to be like, no, I don't. And they're going to be like, how the hell? What's wrong with you? So if you want to be one of the cool kids, get over to Steel Flyers. Cats meow. Yes, I am. Yeah. Really? Go, giving out Islanders stuff to Ranger fans? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a good idea. Wow. If the Edmonton Oilers ever are a good team again, I may go down to Calgary and do that. And I'll do a TikTok on that. I'll do a live as I hand out Oilers paraphernalia. Oh, that is freaking. Yeah. When I feel like 8 o'clock. That's right. It's when I feel like 8 o'clock. That's when I do my things. Right on the not before or after, right on the dot when I feel like it. Yep. You were there when they were doing it? Oh my gosh. Did you take any of the free stuff though? You could sell it on eBay. Yeah, that's funny. Were people actually taking it? Yeah, seriously. That's a really cool idea. Were people actually taking the stuff? That's funny. Nice. That's a good idea. I'm gonna have to do that in Calgary. Put a smile on their face, maybe. Calgary people in general, are like very angry people. So they were in front of MSG. So whoever just came into the land here, Ulysses is telling me that was it a college or university in right around MSG, whatever? Islanders fans were out delivering Islanders paraphernalia to all the Rangers fans at a university today. What a great idea. That is killer. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to do that. I'm not even like that big of a not Calgary fan, really, but I'll just do it for just because it's hilarious. That's funny stuff. NYU, yeah, okay. All those that came in, come sit down. We have all the cool kids here. Steel Flyers and Ulysses and Kobe. Kobe Burgess is here. Kobe Burgess and Chanel. You know Chanel. Chanel from Vegas. You know Chanel. Right, exactly. That Chanel. She's here now. Here on this live right now. I know. I know. See, and you were gonna like not even gonna stay. But that doesn't surprise me at all. That's a Calgary fans would never do something like that. They're too stuck up to do something like that. That's hilarious though. Can't really get nobody's really getting dominating yet in this. Oh, Pasternak is back. Ooh. My Boston PL is looking a little better, isn't it? It's nothing right now. Where are you, Steele? Oh yeah. I don't have too many bets. I just have parlay BL Tampa PL Boston PL. I have the What am I talking about? Vancouver PL, Boston PL, and Vancouver versus Vegas over. Oh, you just finished doing your podcast. Might want to check that out. Steel Flyers podcast. Him and his wife do it. Talk about everything. They even talk about the Grand Prix and all that stuff like that. Pretty cool. They got like the perfect radio voices. Gotta check it out. Yeah, it is a physical game so far. Ooh. Pasternak's looking pretty good out there. Yeah, when it's out. Oh yeah, when it's out. Yeah, check out. Do you want to know who Steel Flyers is? We just did the series prediction Boston, Tampa Bay. We also did. Are we going to do an Islanders Philly? Because you guys already did it, but we could. Still do it. Why not? There's no rules. There's no rules in Pearlo land, you know. There are no rules. So the person who just came in, remember that. There's no rules here. You can just sit down, enjoy yourself. No rules. They didn't like that. They didn't like no rules. They wanted rules. So they left to go to one of the good lives. Flyers fans don't care for really anybody all that much. I'm a Flyers fan. Yeah, I know. I'm just being kind of half sarcastic. That's all. Uh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm picking the Flyers, but I'm a little apprehensive because if they play like they did against Montreal, they are not going to win that series. They're not. So yeah, that wouldn't be a bad under, but the goals can come pretty quick here for these two teams. The goal that would mean it would have to be like 2-1 or something like that. I mean, it would be good for me if it was. I got Boston PL, so Boston usually plays with low scoring games. They got great defense. So it very well could be under. Was he under 5 or 5.5 on this? 5.5? Must be 5.5. It was. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Trotz will have them ready to play. But AV is not a bad coach himself. It was 5.5. Maybe I should have put someone 5.5. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I thought about it because it's Boston, but Halak, Tampa Bay, I could see them potting a couple pretty quick off of them. Now that I see the way they're playing now, though, my next one might be under. Well, we love the Flyers goaltending. I do. If you watch my videos, I gloat about Carter Hart quite a bit. Have been for years. I love Carter Hart. I do think he's going to go down as one of the best all time as long as he doesn't get injured. He is amazing for for how young he is, how good he is now. I don't know, like what's his ceiling? He is sick already. Give the kid 2-3 years. It's crazy. He's insane. He's an insane goaltender. I haven't seen like for his age, he's every bit Brodeur, Waugh, anybody like that. Maybe not Dominic Hasek, but maybe. Like he's freaking he's huge. He's just an amazing goaltender. Yeah. Still got a ways to go. Ron Hextall, who should know goaltending very well, I think under realized how good of a goaltender he was by not playing him sooner than he did. I still think Blackwood is a good goaltender. I think they got terrible defense. Terrible defense. I was just looking at it the other day because they're talking about trading Ekman Larson. And Jersey came up, but it's highly unlikely he would choose to go to Jersey since they're still fairly entrenched in a rebuild. And he has a no trade clause. That's another one. Shesterkin. Oh my gosh. That kid is something else. He's going to have a bigger sample size, but from what I can see so far, wow. That team in general is just sick. That team in general. Getting Lafreniere, it's not right. It's not fair. It's not even fair. Yeah. Probably Lundqvist is gone next year. I think he knows it. He could go to New Jersey, maybe. Wouldn't have to travel very far. I imagine Lundqvist would want to go somewhere not far away. No, you will. The Rangers have a dynasty on their hands there. I don't know. Tampa's playing Boston's game here. It's kind of worrisome. And now Tampa gets a penalty. But Tampa's playing Boston's game. You could see him in Seattle. I don't think Seattle's going to want a 38-year-old goaltender. No. And I think he's going to be gone before that anyways. I think he'll be gone over the summer. They're not going to run 3 goaltenders. They don't want to lose Gorgiev. Excuse me. Rude. They don't want to lose Gorgiev. They'll find a home for him somehow. I don't know. Not to mention they like to remove his cap space. He does, yeah, but I even think Lundqvist knows that it's awkward to stick around there. Yeah, but I didn't even think Lundqvist thinks it's awkward to stick around there. So where he may go, they'll work with him to find a place for him. They're not going to get anything back for Lundqvist. If somebody takes his full cap hit, they might even have to add a pick to get rid of him. So I would think, yeah, I think he knows that too. He knows that. There you go. I just shared it a couple more. Say hey, hello, whoever came in. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Sticking around just kind of takes the shine off of his Rangerism rather than not. It's better for him to move on and either that or retire. But he said he doesn't want to retire for a couple of years. So. Yeah, Boston usually scores late. They usually don't score early. Who had under 1.5? Who had under 1.5? I think that was Colby had under 1.5. Looks like he's got it under 1.5 because this game is moving slow.
As well, Tampa's had a good penalty kill, 87.1, and you just scored 1 against 3. There's 5 of you to their 4, and you're isolating the one puck carrier with 3 of the defenders. It's not making sense. It's something that both teams on their power plays will try to work on. John Cooper on his 53rd.
Yeah, he's definitely declined. He's a backup now. He's a backup goaltender, and slightly above average backup goaltender now. I don't know how it'll be year by year. His reflexes aren't the same. He had a lot. He was kind of a reflex goaltender, and he just simply doesn't have the reflexes he had a couple of years ago. But he's still a good positioning goaltender and stuff like that. So I mean, somebody will use him out there for sure. He's going to get his opportunity. I think you kind of nailed it there, or maybe I think New Jersey would be the best bet for him to go to.
Bring home a little luck with new Tim Hortons NHL Superstar Collectible Sticks. You can collect all 6 while supplies last. Oh, baby!
Beauty needs personal space.
So sports will sit around doing a little growing of their own.
You don't think he'd go to New Jersey? I don't know about that. Yeah. Yeah, you might be right because he is a pretty emotional guy. You think he's going to go all the way out west or something like that? Like move his family completely out west? I don't know even there where out west they would need it. I really don't want Edmonton to give him money. We need better goaltending than that, to tell you the honest truth. Uh, I'm just thinking that he wouldn't have to move his family far if he went to New Jersey or something like that. Buffalo. I imagine he's going to want to go somewhere where he can win a cup. Washington will need a goaltender. Yeah, I hope not. Tell you the honest truth. Depends on what he wants. If he only wants to sign for $1 million and we can find a better goaltender yet, then I guess sure, why not? But I think they've had their fill of 38-year-old goaltenders like Smith. Personally, I'd like to see Edmonton go get Kudobin would be great, something like that. But well, hope he's gone. Hope he's gone. Hope he won't be going back to Washington. Hope he's going somewhere, but he's not going to Washington. So that could be it. Lundqvist go to Washington to back up Samsonov and help that kid out. He could have a chance at a cup there, for sure. Makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Out of all the teams I can think of that aren't like direct rivalries that can still win a cup. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't. I personally think they didn't even like Reardon at the end of it. Like that team all year didn't look good. It got by on talent, but their pushback and everything was not good all year long. So hello, whoever's there. Come sit down. Enjoy the fine frolic. All the cool kids are here. We got a Colby Burgess here. We got Chanel L. And you left. Well, I kind of understood what they did, why they did what they did, but it wouldn't seem like that big of a deal. But it seemed like it affected Murray a lot. When Fleury left, Murray just slowly went downhill, and now he's totally in a tank. Well, he's not going to be in Vegas next year, too. And I think this one's bothering him more than the Pittsburgh deal because Pittsburgh had all year to kind of smooth it over with them and stuff like that. And, make him feel pretty good about it. But the Capitals just went out and got a goaltender out of the and started playing Laner, basically telling him you're on your way out. That's kind of how they told him. And I don't think Fleury's like one of the nicest guys ever, but it doesn't seem to be sitting well with him. So much so that I'm a little concerned about how the energy on that team is. I can see why they did it. They needed the cap space. Murray was going to be cheaper. They thought Murray was as good, and he looked like he was going to be as good. So depends on the goaltender. Most goaltenders, if they're really good, are good enough to be starters at 25 years old. Prime, it's hard to say. Goaltenders are voodoo. Sometimes they're in their prime at 25, and then it's downhill from there. Sometimes they don't hit their prime until 29, 30 years old. sometimes, you know, how many times have we seen a goaltender come in and he's hot right from the time he's a kid, like 2021, and then he loses his shit and you never hear of him again. So yeah, Chanel's a Vegas fan. Yeah. It was a risk. I I don't know. I think I probably would have taken the same risk in the situation that they were in. So I probably would have made a mistake there myself. So I'm just saying at 25 they can be a starter. You know, they're good enough to be a starter. How old's Vasilevsky? Vasilevsky isn't much more than 25. I could be wrong here.
One of your favorites is so often guys coming from the bench. Watch the change and a little bit of a rotation. Patrick comes off the bench, curls around, Torrey Krug, saw him going, timed it perfectly, and that's how they catch two defenders.
Taking a look right now.
He had a good head of steam, but still a little frustrated on the bench, not holding out in for the game's first goal.
26. Wasn't far off. He's 26. Is he at his peak now, though? I don't know. I mean, Vasilevsky will probably have a pretty long peak because he's amazing. No. Yeah. He's not a UFA, is he? My initial reaction is no. Oh, Boston scores. He's got 2 more years till he's a UFA. They'd have to trade him. I don't know why you would. Well, who else are they going to get? Where else are you going to find another Rask out there? Yeah. Yeah, but he's a great goaltender. Vasilevsky's a great goaltender. He's on a great team, but he's a great goaltender. Like I said, it all depends on the goaltender. The average one, maybe. I find the ones that peak at 27. I find the ones that peak at 27. I mean, how many late peakers are there? Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas was a late peaker. And I don't even know about that. He just. Yeah, they got a lot of big guys on their defense, especially. Brandon Carlo, McAvoy, Chara. That's some big mobile defense right there. And then smaller guys like Grizzlick and Krug. And off the top of my head, Clifton. I think Connor Clifton they're rolling right now. It's a good defense. That's what Boston's all about. Strong defense. Very strong. Underrated. People don't talk about Boston's defensemen so much because people talk about Marchand and Pasternak and Bergeron on that top line, but their defensemen are fantastic. I'm not sure about that. I wouldn't worry about Boston's defense, but I would be a little concerned about Halak. So you're in Vegas there. It's quite the hubbub there, Chanel, about this whole Fleury thing and what his agent did with the sword and all of that stuff. Hmm. Hello, we keep on getting the eighth person come in and peek in and go, oh my gosh, old guy. I'm out of here. You're not leaving though. You're sticking around because we got the cool kids here. We got Ulysses and we got Chanel from Vegas, and who else do we have? We have Cody Burgess, and you don't care. He left. They don't. They stick around for a while. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. The timing is weird. I don't know how much Fleury thought that was a cool thing to do for his agent to do. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. It's hard to not toot my own horn, but as far as hockey capping is concerned, it's the one gift that I definitely have been given in my life. It's just unfortunately nobody cares. You watch the other guys. I watch them. I like them too, like and the popular ones at that. But it doesn't seem people really care much about in-depth hockey talk. They just want to know what happened and stuff like that. So, but we're getting Steel Flyers and the Professor Bozek. We're getting a following now, so we'll grab the people out there that actually like to talk about the in-depth parts of the game and stuff like that. We'll get them. They call you the Black Wayne Gretzky, right on. So you played, Ulysses? Did you play? Oh, you know hockey. Right on. Yeah, you do. We sit here talking all the time. You do know hockey. And what you said you want to go on, right? Ulysses wants to come on, Steele. I'll have him on my channel. I have. Do you have Skype, Ulysses? Do you have Skype? Is that what yes was? That we kind of have to do it on Skype. Zoom doesn't work. I wish it did. I like it. I think it gives you a better. Okay, cool. Just trying to think here. What the heck? I don't even know what my Skype name is. What's my Skype name, Steele? I don't even know. Yeah, it's too limited. Yeah, I can't wait till Zoom's got a better service or something better than Skype. We can do something as early as tomorrow, Ulysses. I got to do. Oh, that's okay. That's all right, Ulysses. You got my email, so just send me your Skype via email. We can do something. I've got to do Carolina. Like we still haven't did a lot of the teams that just exited and where they're going to go. I wanted to do Arizona, but I couldn't do it fast enough. Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Johnny Schmurphy. Johnny Schmurphy, one of our Patreon members. Okay, buddy. I'll give it to you. We got to do. Tell me which one you want to do. We got to do Columbus. We got to do Carolina. We got to do Arizona. Arizona would be a good one to do right now with all the crap that's going on there, and like Ekman Larson possibly being traded and all that. That would be killer to do. did you take Tampa ML and Boston PL, Johnny? You took Tampa ML and Boston PL. Wow. That's strong, dude. That's strong. Oh, so you got them on heavy futures. Nice. Most improved team last year, yeah. Darcy Kemper, man. Darcy Kemper is a beast. Crazy. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was saying on Patreon to whoever, like, when I say that, I'm not saying it to people like Cap, like you, right? Like, you guys already know, but I have a lot of clients there that don't even care about hockey. All they do, it's just pure making money. They do it as an investment. So I have to tell them, like, don't put much money on it because I don't like first games of the series. I don't like betting on them too much. Who needs better goaltending? You're not talking about Arizona. Arizona doesn't need better goaltending. New Jersey, I think Kemper is incredible. If it wasn't for Kemper, they'd be done. That team would be done. They would have nothing. They got an interesting situation there in Arizona because after next year, they are only going to have two defensemen on contracts, Chikrin and Ekman Larson. And now they're talking about trading Ekman Larson. I imagine if they trade Ekman Larson, it's going to be because Ekman Larson is fed up and wants to go. And it kind of makes sense because Arizona is probably losing that team. Oh, really? Why is that?
St. Louis plays heavy hockey. They tried to hit him, and it didn't work very well. He racked up points off to the series.
How much did you put on Tampa to win the? Well, you don't need to tell me how much, but did you put a lot on? Like, you're going to get a good return on that, eh, Johnny? What was your odds? Is what I'm trying to say. What was your odds? Yeah, I just don't like the makeup of the team. I think you're going to see a way different Arizona team next year. They need centers really bad. I don't know where they're going to find them. Honestly, I don't know what they're going to do. They better not be thinking about trading their. No, they don't even have their first. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. All I know is they're going to be doing they're going to be doing a lot of changes in that lineup for sure. And if Ekman Larson's wanting out, it's going to start with like what they get back from that. We'll tell you probably which direction they're going to be going. I looked at it, and the only place I could see that makes sense because Ekman Larson has an NTC, a full NTC, so he's going to pick where he wants to go. And I imagine at this stage of his career, his main concern is winning a cup because he's got money for days. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. Visit NHLshop.ca. We've all got some miles.
Phil Kessel was a bad move.
The campsite. And anything else we set our sights on.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the makeup of that team. I'm just not a fan.
Now you can buy from home with the help of brand click and cut.
Yeah, that's what I put up there. Yeah, Boston and Canucks. Did you? I have that too. I have the Boston PL Canucks PL parlay too.
For 16 years, we've brought you Wild TV. And now, more choices for your Canadian outdoor and rural lifestyle. Wild TV.
Okay, Steele.
RFD.
You have good times, my friend. Back to work tomorrow. All right, are you working tomorrow?
Broken tires change to keep you safe with physical distancing guidelines, digital technology you can access online, contactless drop-off and pickup, and enhanced vehicle sanitizer. Okay Tires, service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
The NBA playoffs on Sportsnet.
Oh, home tomorrow. Okay, well, we'll have to do something tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know.
The Sportsnet Fantasy Hockey Playoffs bracket presented by Canadian Tire. Submit your Stanley Cup bracket for your chance to win $10,000 plus additional cash and prizes awarded after each round. The Sportsnet Fantasy Hockey Playoffs bracket presented by Canadian Tire. There now.
Beauty needs
2 units.
So sports plus sit around doing a little rowing of their own.
Okay, well, I'll be around tomorrow, so I should be busy tomorrow. Maybe Ulysses and I might do one tomorrow or Tuesday or whatever.
I love you too.
Just message me in the morning and we'll work out a time if you want to do something for the podcast or whatever. I do want to pop two out from my channel tomorrow on hey Ulysses, that was what we could do tomorrow. Steele and Boric already did New York Islanders Flyers predictions, but I still would like to do one for. I still would like to do a New York Islanders Flyers prediction one. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. Yeah, check out steelflyers.com. It's a cool website. You can find all my stuff on there too. He's got a whole bunch of people that he caters to on that website, and it's pretty neat.
Create your own chances. Like you said, we're going to ease into it. Trying to be physical, and we both like to use the back.
Yeah.
And they got their opportunity and they capitalized, so I think we've been playing good and we've been pushing.
This morning, John Cooper talked a lot about the leadership on this team, how it's changed a little bit, that more guys are willing to speak up. How much have you noticed?
Check you tomorrow.
A certain camaraderie, a certain chemistry in this group right now.
Yeah, we've been doing a good job. This is a really close team. They've been together for quite some time now. A lot of players in there. They've been together for years now, and they kind of know what it takes. They've been in the finals. But like you said, it's like a different feel this year. Guys sense it a little bit, and I think they sense that play the right way, and good things happen. And I think we're starting to see results, and that's why you guys are kind of sensitive right now.
Thanks for the time.
Thanks. Just let me get to the room. All right, some news on programming and progressive conservative leadership.
Pat Maroon looks pissed. They just did an interview with him, and he was like not saying he was not happy. Okay, cool. Send all your friends there to the site. That's going to be our mainstay. We're looking, Ulysses, and if you want to be part of it, you know, who knows? We'll see. We're going to be looking at a lot of people out for that site. But eventually, the future, what's in our mind, is we're looking to do a radio station. So that's the future of what we're doing there. We're going to have we want to have like an actual radio station where it's just a continuous podcast with 2-hour segments. I know, I'm so excited. Like, that's what I really want to do, is do that. So that's down the road. We're not sure, you know, I'm sure, because I have this belief that if you have thought of it and you believe in it and you love it, it's going to happen. And you have the talent. And Steel Flyers is technologically fantastic talent. And I want to spread the game to the US, man. More. I'll tell you, between you and me, I've talked about this before. I really would like it if Canada stopped with the Canadian game bullshit. Yeah, I know. I wish Canada would stop with it's our game and it's Canada game. Yet they want to expand into the United States, but they're saying this is our game and it's Canadian game and all that. Shut the fuck up. It's not our game. It's a game. And it's a great game. I want more people to enjoy it. Not my game. So, like, if I'm living in the US and somebody's saying, like, well, you know, that's a Canadian game, it's sort of like you're not attached to it. You know what I mean? So now you got to force somebody to like something. It's not our game. It's a game. And it's an awesome game. And I want everybody to be part of it. We have a big thing here, people wanting another Canadian city in the NHL. Like, there's cities in here that might get a team, and I'm like, no more cities in Canada gets a team. All United States. We don't need anybody more in Canada. It is a beautiful game. It's friggin' awesome, and I'm dead totally madly in love with this game. I love everything about it, and football is a one game I can't really get into too much, but I do appreciate those that love the game. My friend E-Money, who I was telling you about already, is a huge football fan, big Ravens fan, and he also loves hockey though. But for some reason, I don't know what it is about football. I can't get into it, you know. But I like basketball more, and I like baseball. I don't know which one I like more. It's like kind of like a tie. I love watching the Raptors now that they're here, but I always watched basketball off and on. I would not like hockey, but and baseball I do like the game, but hockey's my first love for sure. Oh yeah. A lot of people say that about junior hockey too, but I do like junior hockey, but if I had time, I'd watch way more junior hockey than I do. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Just 1 sec. I'm going to move some stuff around here. I'm going to move over there. I don't like my background. There we go. Yeah, it was uncomfortable there. As soon as I get up and move, somebody leaves. You like my Donald Duck? It's my take on the Anaheim Ducks jersey. I gotta get more swag. I don't really have any hockey swag. It's funny. I love hockey, but I don't even have like Oilers stuff or Flyers stuff. I should get some. Oh yeah, yeah. The United States loves their college and university hockey, anyways, or sports. Period. Really, like I hear, like especially for football, sometimes they can get like 100,000 people to a game and stuff. You won't get that here in any sport. Doesn't matter. Not hockey. You'll never get that many people to a game. World Junior Championships or something like that, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, Boston U for sure. They've spat out more players than any other Wisconsin. Yeah, Harvard's had a couple come out of Harvard. Minnesota, Minnie's got pretty good system group there. Yeah, Harvard and Minnesota. Yeah, Boston's out shooting Tampa 16-11. Eh? Tampa doesn't look like they're really rolling very good. Boston's doing their thing. Steel Flyers has Boston to win the series, actually. And he also took Dallas. Victor Hedman gets a penalty now. Watch out. Notre Dame, yeah. Canadian college, U.S. colleges would destroy Canadian university hockey. The Canadian university hockey are for players that couldn't make junior and players that went a couple years in junior and then opted out. Like every year you play of junior hockey, you get one year scholarship in college in Canada. So all the junior players that didn't get drafted or whatever, they go to college afterwards and they get their scholarship and they go to college and they play college hockey after that. Very few, very few Canadian college players have played in the NHL. Like you probably can count them on one hand, and I couldn't even tell you who they are off the top of my head. I know there's been a few, but off the top of my head, I don't even know who they are. Yeah. You scored another one. Pasternak. Yeah, Boston scored all right. Yeah, Tampa's not looking good this game, man. Boston's just got a strong veteran team, you know. They're not rattled easy. Oh yeah, Tampa can still come back, no doubt about that. They haven't been getting anywhere near enough rubber towards Halak at all. Who, Boston was cheated or Tampa was cheated? Oh, did it? I can't remember that. What happened there again? Oh, Boston's got a penalty now. Oh, you're right. Actually, that's not a bad place to put it right there. Yeah, they got to have some pushback this year. They got better. They made some good moves, getting Barkley, Goudreau, Coleman, And Sorelli, I mean, they got some more pushback players in their lineup this year, so I'm still, I'm confident. Even if they lose this game, they've got plenty of pushback to be able to win this series. Nobody expected this series to be a sweep by any stretch. So, and this one's not over yet. They have the guns.
Last year, I financed a F-150 Lariat with employee pricing.
I know when I left the dealership, I felt like I had Steve Roll's one since I was a little kid, so happy to have my dream crack. My favorite part of Ford employee pricing is how easy it is.
It just gets better and better. And the dealership is great.
You went back just to have coffee with the guy. The pricing is so good, it's a no-brainer for me. You said it. Now get it. Ford employee pricing is on now, and you may go thing. Visit your local Ford store today.
Digging for Halak keeps it out for now. Puck goes to the corner. Still, final 12 seconds. Kucherov absolutely fans on that shot right there, and it goes behind the net. Boston still can't clear the zone though. Tampa Bay with it. Final 2 seconds. Power play is now over. Boston's back to 5-on-5, but Tampa still has it in the offense.
This is somebody else's live.
And that one gets gloved down easily by Halak, and we get a whistle with 12:06 remaining. Kucherov had something to say to the ref there. I don't know what he didn't like, but Kucherov was barking at the ref there.
He does play-by-play the whole game, man.
As that power play's come to an end, back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new.
That's my competition right there. He's much more energetic than I am. He's on. I did a few videos with him actually. He's a pretty cool guy. His name's John, and he does off-the-wall hockey.
Yeah, very good pressure there by the Lightning, Frank. Absolutely. Hey, Hockey News Reports, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for being here. ST Morgan's here. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Did I need every all-time NHL player at every position? Definitely not. Hey, I appreciate that, Hockey News Reports. Thank you.
It's funny, eh?
Yeah,
I see it. I got everything. I got the hockey package, so I can watch any game anytime. But I mean, if I didn't have that, it'd be Flames, Oilers, of course. Just all the Canadian teams, and sometimes you get all the other teams as well.
Obviously, you can see what wrong with that. And that it leaves the whole other side of the ice open. So if you can thread a pass through, it's usually going to result in a goal. But I think they want to try and pressure puck side. Yeah, they were trying to pressure the puck on the other side.
For Bruce Cassidy getting himself into this series and getting off to a fresh, good start. Got to be pretty pleased with the way his team's performed, and that early power play chance to score just gives him a little bit of breather.
There's another live, Gravite. Watching other people's lives while we're doing this.
I killed it, don't worry. But yeah, it's been such a fun stream today. You guys coming through. Great to see you guys. Hopefully we can continue that throughout the Canucks Vegas stream. Clue of a chance there, but not a play. Dang it, man. I would love to see a Coleman goal. Would love to see a Coleman goal. By the way, flow hype. Flow hype from that chat down below. Yeah, at least you're enjoying it.
Minnesota shouldn't start rebuilding. It's hard to say. They got Fiala there. They have no center. Like it depends. Like you've got Eck. Is he gonna? They got. They'll give it one more year. I think they'll see how Eck looks. Coming. Guys like that. Their defense is pretty long in the tooth. They got that one kid, Kaprasov. So they'll see how these kids look, and then they'll decide from there what they're going to do, I think. I don't know. They probably should. The good thing about it is they have a lot of young players already. So they got Greenway, Fiala, Cunnin, Eck. Oh. Tampa scores, but no goal. High stick. Sharks can't rebuild. Sharks can't rebuild. They got as soon as they gave Carlson that contract, how can they rebuild now? They'll never trade that contract. I don't know. Maybe they can't. It would be a weird rebuild if they did, that's for sure. It'd be a very weird rebuild if they did. No, you can't. You're not going to get rid of that contract. Oh, McAvoy. Tampa on the way back now. 2-on-1. Oh, what? That was not offside. Are you kidding me? I want to see that. That didn't look like it was offside to me. What, Minnesota? You think Minnesota knows nothing about hockey? Or San Jose you're talking about? They got a weird team. I mean, they've got Thomas Hurdle. What's his name? Thomas Hurdle, Kane. Evander Kane. They got a lot of kind of solid young players there already. And one of the guys, I can't remember his name, is like the number 7th pick. I'm not sure what that team should do. They've really kind of messed it up there now.
Kids are probably on their phones. They're definitely on their phones.
Yeah, California. Yeah, they're just growing, still growing in understanding the game. Let me look up San Jose and Cat Friendly. Oh, if they can, they will. We were talking about that, and we thought that the only place that I could see it making sense right now would be Kansas City, maybe. But it'll be a while yet. They'll let these two teams grow. It'll probably be another at least decade, I think, before you'd see another one. I'd say 10 years. Who knows though? I mean, our talent is growing and growing. Our talent pool is growing pretty fast, so it really comes down to what kind of talent pool you have, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, they had that plan for a long time though. Seattle's good. I mean, the Seahawks and yeah, I mean, it's a league they can be competitive with in too, right? Almost. Ah, Halak is playing well, dude. Atlanta, though, right? Atlanta, Georgia. They already tried it in Atlanta. It didn't work. Tried it twice. I don't think. I don't think it's going to be three times. Three times on that. Timo Meyer is what I was talking about. They have Timo Meyer, Evander Kane, Kevin LeBanc, Joel Kelman. I liked him. Alex True. They have some decent young players already. Yeah. You can't trade Carlson, so you can rebuild, but you're going to have to rebuild with Carlson on your team. Pretty tough. And I don't know what they got for kids. Nothing to write home about. Ryan Merkley looks like he's going to be a getter. Yeah, I don't know if Dell's going to stick around with goaltending or not. There or not. Jones is getting paid a lot. He's a free agent. I think he might want to try something else out there. He looked good when they brought in Nabokov as a goalie coach. He did look good. Good enough that I think he might get a shot somewhere else. That could be a place. Nice little retirement place there. San Jose. If he's confident they could go for a cup, but oh, 2-on-1? No, 2-on-2. What? Oh my gosh, it was almost 3-0 there, buddy. That was close. Tampa's got to get some pushback here soon. Yeah, it's possible. I just think he's going to want to be closer to home than that. I think Washington might be. But I think Washington might be going after Khudobin.
Across the rebound, right on the doorstep, and Evan making sure that he doesn't knock it in his own net point, just making sure that Vasilevsky can track where it is, get a piece of it before any Bruin can get in on him, and then the rest of the match continues afterwards. That looked like it was kind of fun.
43 shots Tampa Bay has. Halak is playing like a beast. Boston's playing really good defense, though. They're playing. That's the thing. They've always been. They're such a strong defensive team. They got speed. They got that big, huge Corvo or Carlo, Chara, McAvoy, and then the puck movers in Grizzlick and Krug with Connor Clifton mixed in there. It's a solid defense. Very solid defense. And Tampa's having a hard time with them. I think more I watch is I seem to always underestimate Boston. It's that freaking defense is so strong. So strong. All year long they were strong. They didn't I think they were like top 3, 4 in the league in goals allowed, up there with the Islanders and stuff like that, Dallas. And it's really showing here. It's really showing in this game. Tampa looks like they're kind of scratching their heads, wondering how they're going to get some possession time here, and that's their game, is possession time. Oh, that's a thought. That's a thought, because they're going to have to trade one of those goaltenders. Not likely Seattle's going to take Lundqvist. Yeah, that's a thought. They're probably going to, but yeah, maybe. If they get the right price for Merzlikins, maybe they trade Merzlikins now. I have a feeling they're going to go with Korpisalo since I don't know what's happened with Matt Murray, man. It's kind of sad. He lost his confidence somewhere and he hasn't been able to get it back. Maybe if he goes somewhere different, it's hard to say. Maybe if he just has a new goalie coach and new everything, he can make it somewhere. He's an unrestricted free agent, isn't he? No, or they're going to have to trade him. I don't know what they're going to get much back for him, and honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know. Maybe Ottawa will give him a chance, but I mean, he's not going to be making much money. He'll probably take a 1-year, 2-year show-me contract, something like that. Well, he won 2 cups, Murray did, and he looks strong. I'm not putting anything back then. Murray looked like a beast. No doubt about it. I'm blown away that it's gone south for him. I never saw it coming myself. Never did. Yeah, he's just too old now. 38 years old. I mean, Craig Anderson as a human being and it was an underrated goaltender, but at 38, I don't know if he has all that much to give anywhere now. I don't know if he'll retire or somebody will give him a chance or what. I don't know. Maybe. Might get a chance somewhere. Anderson might get a tryout contract somewhere. It's probably if he decides to stick around. His wife has gone through cancer and stuff like that. Like, I mean, just a great human being that's really gone through a lot of struggles and fought through it. Maybe it's time for him just to take care of his family now and leave the game. I don't know. It's up. We'll see what happens with him. But Jonathan Quick will probably need to leave LA. There's another one. He's making a lot of money. How much is hi there, whoever's here, come. We're watching the game, talking hockey. We like to talk about every team, every game, while the game's on. So if you're enjoying that kind of stuff, come on in here and tell me what you got to say. If you really enjoy doing it, we even do videos together. I might do one with Ulysses here because it's fun that way. I like that kind of stuff. But where's Jonathan Quick gonna go? Really, he looked good at the end of the year. but he's got a $5.5 million contract. Off the top of my head, it's something like that. And I don't know how many years he's got left on it. Let me check. Making me go to cap friendly here constantly all the time. Cap friendly, it's the best there. I said it. LA Kings. $4 years to become a UFA. He's making 5.8 for the next 3 more years. Who's going to take that contract? Who's going to take that contract, though? You know what? I was saying the Price needs to leave Montreal too. But after I saw them play this year and how Kokiniemi and Suzuki has really taken a step up, I'm not as sure. I hear they're going for Hoffman, which would be exactly what they need. They need a shooter off the wing big time because they really don't have one. But I was saying before that Price needs to go. He may still want to go to Seattle anyways. Yeah, they're playing a lot better in the end of the second here. If they can, except they just got a freaking penalty right now. Oh, yeah. I think Price has been playing fine, though. I don't think that's the problem with Montreal. They got to get some defense to help the guy out, right? Like, he look in the playoffs, man. If it wasn't for Price, you could put other goaltenders in Montreal, and they wouldn't even have been close to the playoffs this year. So, yeah, their defense is pretty not great, but they did play extremely well in the playoffs. Petrie was playing really, really well. Of course, what's his name? My gosh. And Mete even looked good in the playoffs. But they got to add. The good thing is at least they got cap room to do that. Jimmy Howard's done. If he wants to try again, he might get a tryout contract. I don't know if he was injured or what he was or what. I mean, he was never the best goaltender anyways. Like, he was always pretty average, maybe just above average. So he's old. He didn't look good last year. You think he still has something? Man, he looked horrible last year. So bad. I don't know. I'm not a Jimmy Howard guy, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with Bernier. If he stays in Detroit or if he decides to go, because he had a killer year last year. Yeah, I mean Bernier has taken a while to. He's taken a long time to be to become what he is right now, and this is probably the best year he ever had. People expected him to be a lot better than he was early. He developed. He took a long time to develop, and I don't know what. He's never shown consistency to be as good as he was last year. But I think because all the pressure was off of them last year, really, because they weren't winning no matter what. So what happened there? Chernak just got hit. Oh my gosh, what happened there? Oh, it got him in the head. Oh, he's okay though. Yeah, I got hit with a puck. If you got hit with something, and who had Tampa Bay ML here? Somebody had Tampa Bay PL, I think. If they're still here. It's just been you and I, Ulysses, going at her. You have Tampa Bay ML. Okay, sorry. I thought Colby or Johnny. No, Johnny has Boston PL, so we're sitting pretty good there. I got Boston PL on a parlay, and then just need Canucks to only lose by one. That parlay comes in. Somebody had the under too, right? It was you, right? Did you have the under, Ulysses? That'd be perfect. At least, well, not perfect, but at least you break even anyways. Might even be up a little bit because the under probably pays a little better. Yeah. Yeah, people, Sid's real and tough son of a bitch. I'm a Flyers fan, and you'd say that to Flyers fans, and they'll like, oh, he's a pussy, blah, 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 whiner, blah, blah, blah. He's the best two-way center since Yzerman, and maybe the best of all time. Not the best all time, but up there. Oh, you're laughing there. You're almost getting double your money. What was the ML? Like 150 minus 143 or something like that? Friggin' Vancouver was getting plus 1.5 or plus 2.5. 2.5 times your money or something like that. On the PL, they were still you're still getting decent. Oh, yeah. I wonder what the Raptors are doing. I haven't been changing the channel. Raptors got to be beating who are they playing? Oh, shoot. You got Utah? That's a tight game. Brooklyn, right. Who the heck's here? You got people showing up and they're not saying nothing. Ulysses is stealing the show here. Feel free to call. I'm just flipping back to basketball. We'll go back to hockey again. Oh. Utah's got a... Denver's up 45-42. You went 4-1 ball today? Nice. Do you have Utah as well? Oh, shit. I like that Denver Nuggets team, actually. Been watching a little bit of it. It'd be great. I get to a point where I can make enough money on Patreon. I can start going into basketball and baseball. That'd be wicked. But seriously, hockey takes so much of my time to know what I'm doing there. And these playoffs have been tough to cap. So tough. I was kicking ass. I had Ulysses. I hit 3 parlays in a row. I was running. You can ask Johnny. I was running about 80%. Last year, I was running 70 to 75% of my picks, right, Johnny? Something like that. Three deep. Welcome here, my friend. Welcome to the land. You got the Bruins ML? Are you a Patreon member 3 deep? Or are you where are you from, my friend? Good to have you here. Meet Ulysses and Johnny S. And I'm sure Chanel's still here. She's pretty quiet. Sometimes she isn't, though. Start talking about Vegas, she gets you happy. She's a big Vegas fan. Oh, when you got in? Yeah, last year I'll go back to nailing like I just went 4 for 4 until the Colorado game. I usually run about 75-80% on hockey picks. Playoffs maybe gets a little dicier because you have less games to choose from. So. You're a Boston fan. All right. Nice. Well, it looks like they're going to be in there, big guy. We just did a video on Tampa, Boston. And we were talking about Boston's mystique. They just find a way to win a lot. Got a lot of heart, that team. You guys know each other, or are you just saying hi? Darkness. What is my team? I have 2 teams, Edmonton Oilers and the Philadelphia Flyers. I do watch baseball. I like watching my Raptors. If it wasn't for hockey being on, I'd probably be watching I think they're over now. I like the Raps. I like the Jays. Not a huge football fan. Can't seem to get into it. But I'll watch baseball, but I'm nowhere near as diehard as hockey. I'm a massive hockey fan. It's been in my blood ever since I was a kid. So, how about you? Darkness, like the name, by the way. That's killer. You're a St. Louis Blues fan, I see. Nice. Too bad for you this year. Goaltending. What happened to your freaking goaltending this year, buddy? I had to not pick. I picked Vancouver to beat St. Louis last round because Binnington's that cocky goaltender, that arrogant goaltender that they had a tough time with that kid. And now he's starting to realize, like, I don't know, he's got this is a pivotal moment in that boy's career. It's time for him to kind of humble it down a little bit or something. I don't know, man. Your favorite sport is football? I'm guessing you're a Pats fan. People say sophomore slump. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I think it's more than that with him. I think the kid's got to grow up. LA Rams, Cardinals, Knicks. Oh, sorry about your luck there, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, you got the Blues, Cardinals. I mean, it's been a struggle. The struggle's real with all your teams there, buddy. Do you live in St. Louis, Darkness? Pats fan, yeah. So what do you think? And like I said, I don't follow football that much, but that is one interesting story there. How do you think the Pats do now? Do they go through a dip, or you think they're going to be okay, or what? Yeah, the Rangers owner is fortunate that he stays out of hockey. Doesn't seem to put his paws in it too much. Sort of like Buffalo. What's going on there, except the owner of Buffalo, I always forget his name. Shouldn't, because he's in the news all the time. That's the thing. If you're an owner, you shouldn't be in the news ever. And he's got to get his mitts out of that friggin' business. Just get a general manager and go. The Bills are all right, but I'm talking about Buffalo, the Sabres. He's got to get his hands out of the Sabres. He doesn't let his general manager do what he wants to do. And it's just not going to work. 3 deep, after the golden quarterback is gone, how are the Pats going to do next year? Cam Newton, yeah.
2 shots away in the first period because he lost the puck 5 times. And 7 shots total, so 5 in the second period with the new switch. He's so confused right now. Yeah, we tried it. It's
9 and 7, okay. That's interesting. Manning gone, like. Yeah, I find that like the most interesting. How's Tampa gonna be? How's Tampa gonna be? You figure, same thing. They have the same record. You think it's the system? Right on. Tampa's overrated, yeah, with Peyton Manning in there. You think they missed completely? What do you think, 3 deep? Do your Pats make it in?
Sure, David and Brian. Right, but you gotta get a barn so you can pick up the
But just remember how many defensemen it takes to finish the
Who else was in on this? It was three deep in darkness. Darkness. What?
There you go. That's for you, John. Todd Reardon today fired by the Washington Capitals. 20th head coach fired in the last 2 seasons. Unbelievable number.
Tampa, like I said, I don't follow NFL football too much, but I think that Tampa team seems like a pretty mixed bag, right? You got Bucks going 12-4. Wow. Wow. That'll be interesting to see if that comes in, buddy.
Someone to push that group if they want to win again.
Remember, Bruce Boudreau coached Washington many years ago. All right, excellent, gents. John Cooper, we mentioned earlier, it's a birthday today, 53 years old, and the longest tenured coach in the NHL, 7 years and a quarter.
You think the Cowboys will be good this year? Finally? There's gonna be a lot of happy people when you say that. There's a lot of in Alberta here. There's a lot of Cowboys fans because we're like in Edmonton. We're called Little Dallas. People that come there like we're the same. Cowboys 8-8 as always. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But I mean, like I said, you guys can hash it out with yourselves. I find it interesting, but Cowboys will win their division. Wow. There's a Do you think the Browns can have a decent season? No, never. Never happen. The worst run team in the history of maybe sports, possibly, was the Clippers for a long time. But no, still probably Cleveland. Who else would be worse? Oh, is that right? Oh, my buddy Steel Flyers would be happy to hear that.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is time and space. Middle of hockey cliche for you, but taking care of the possible blue lines of shit we're going to turn over. They have the speed.
Oh, really? Emmett Smith was kind of an asshole, wasn't he?
Well, he's got, so much composure out there. At times, when he's got the puck, you're wondering if he has a pulse, but he makes such good plays. He shows up to play big moments. He plays harder than most people give credit for, especially this time here.
Tori, thanks for the time. Okay, Sean and Tori, thanks kindly. Here's a Tori convention that actually works. Side-by-side axles, pasta and crew, pairs perfect.
Oh, he was a good guy in person. Oh, that's cool.
Hockey is back, and Sobeys is excited to introduce the first ever playoffs. Find us on Twitter and vote for your favorite NHL team meal for a chance to win a new family home theater to watch the 2020 Stanley Cup Finals. Sobeys, the official grocer of the NHL. We've all got some miles to make up. Miles to the job site, the campsite, and anything else we set our sights on. So let's roll up our sleeves.
So that's why you're putting the Steelers there?
Now you can buy from home with the help of brand click and drive. And during brand summer clearance, you pay what we pay with employee pricing plus and 0% financing.
I'm a Saints fan. Oh, somebody else dropped in. We're talking football right now, if you don't mind, because there's no rules here at Pearls of Wisdom Industries. But if you want to go back on hockey, I can do that all day long too. But we got a good football conversation going on here. And I'm not a huge football fan, but I like listening to people that know the game because I like to learn the game a lot better. So this is fun. This has been fun. You never know what you're going to get here.
All the news, scores, stats, and highlights. If it's hockey, it's here. The official app of the NHL. Give me 34, rounding up the middle. Give me 35, how about 36? Right around there. How about that one? I got 40, how about somebody give me 45? I got 45, I got 45. What's going on?
Yeah, I just never had time to like all sports. Like a little obsessive, and it worked out for me though because I know you watch me. I know it inside and out, the game inside and out. That's why I never really gambled much. Honestly, I still don't. That's the reason why I have a Patreon. People say, "Well, if you're so good at gambling, why do you need to go on Patreon or whatever?" Well, because I don't make my money gambling. I'm not a gambler. In fact, if I start putting uncomfortable money down, and for me, I'm cheap, so uncomfortable money is a lot. It affects my picks. So I do bet, but I don't bet lots at all. So what I decided to do was I know the game so well, I might as well help people make money. So I started giving picks on YouTube, and then I started a Patreon. So hockey 1. Well, baseball is 1, hockey's 2, football's 3, and basketball 4. And you're a Cardinals fan. Hockey's 1. Gee, basketball 2. Actually, tennis 2. Hockey 1, tennis 2. Basketball 3. Basketball and baseball are pretty much almost right on the same. And then football. Oh, you can't bet with your heart. That Philly Islanders series is going to be the one I'm split on. I don't know. If Philly played like they did against Montreal, there's no way they win that. If they play as well as they can and they did in the regular season, they'll win it. They can win it almost easy. But that's a big if.
Stands here on play. What Wagner did right off the start, but he saw the hit he had right off the first drop, and now Victor Hedman going in and having some words with him as well. So you gotta get in.
I'm losing everybody now. Must be getting late in the other lands. What time is it here? 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's probably like 10 o'clock. And most of the people that watch me are from out east. So it's Sunday. So be interesting to see if I have anybody on the next one. I probably won't watch all the next one. Oh yeah, scrub games. Okay. I was thinking if you guys are into it, I'm thinking about doing these lives when like there's no games on, and I just because like all the other live guys, the people they get are people that are right into these games. Boston's up 3-0. Just wait a sec. I'll be right back. I gotta see what my bets were. I had to go grab my other phone.
It's amazing though. Each opponent creates different challenges for you, and sometimes you got to get hurt a little bit to realize how you have to play differently against certain players. And this is a great example of it. We've got a group of the turnover. Coyle got the shot that went off his feet. Shattered back forward. Sergachev. And the numbers on his hip. Back in Charlie Coyle.
Yeah.
Especially when the game gets a little more than a 1 or 2 goal game, you get a little separation. Now you got chirping. Now you got
These Boston teams are warrior.
go off the ice. We saw earlier the officials just take one out of the pile. That was a Bruin earlier.
Tampa's got to start getting nasty.
Ocean was going at it.
3-0. Yeah.
Here's the deflection now. Everybody's trying to get a lick in, get a hit when they can. And there's Richie coming back down to present his teammate, and that's where I'm talking came from there. So they're both going to go. I'll stay tuned here with a little open ice with 4-on-4. You mentioned taking some risks. If you're Tampa now, you're right, you're deep. They're already aggressive when they get their chance, but when you're down by 3, you've got to try to do something to jump in and make a difference.
You like Browns versus Bengals? Oh, better than Bengals? Yeah. Makes sense. Those games. Come on, Tampa. What am I talking about? I got Boston PL. Doesn't matter. I don't know why. I want Tampa to win by 1 goal because I got Tampa to win the series. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Who'd have thought Tampa would have possibly get shut out with Halak in net? I thought Boston would keep it close, but
No shot on it from the other side. That's for Kucherov. Nowhere near you. Point goes on. He'll drop it off.
Yeah, Tampa ML is not looking too good, buddy. Browns versus. Oh, you like betting on Browns versus Bengals? Oh, I see. Well, they got to start hitting more Tampa. Oh, they can still. I mean, they got a type of team that could still come back. But Boston's just so good defensively. Yeah. Ah.
Off the stick of Brady's point, just a fake around Marchand, but then gets blocked up at the front of the net. And how about it's around the second or third time we've seen it jumping up in the play and creating something after that. He got this chance that, as you mentioned, right off the knob of the stick of Vasilevsky. Good aggressive play by number 75.
Boston's out shooting him at 5-0 in the third. No, Boston's defense looks. Tampa Bay can't find a spot, can't find a way to penetrate it right now. Yeah, Tampa has fallen into Boston's type of big game. Right from the beginning, we were saying that. For sure.
Oh, we're good.
What? Just too easy. Wow, I took your policies.
Gonna go show us some skills on there. Football, man. It's good, right? Get out there, bud. They're on a breakaway. Going past the shoots.
What's the score right now? 3-0?
Bring home a little luck with new Tim Hortons NHL Superstar Collectible Sticks. You can collect all 6 while supplies last. Oh, baby.
Putting in some bets here.
Against the Vegas Golden Knights, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. You'll be able to see them on the Sportsnet. They're coming fast and furious on the games now. That'll be a different battle for the Canucks as well. You go from a certain style St. Louis to the rough and tumble big bodies of the Vegas Golden Knights. And I think we've seen a bit of an adjustment here for Tampa, dealing with the toughness and speed. Third check here, Boston Bruins in this week. Richie, if you're Richie, don't even give him the time of day on that. You don't want to give them any kind of physical action while you're the guest part.
I think it'll stay under. Tampa's not playing well enough for 2 goals to be scored, I don't think. I already got my Boston PL, so I put a little bet on an under. Under 4.5. The way Boston's playing right now, I don't think Tampa's going to win this. I don't think Tampa's going to score at all.
Adjustment time to be able to handle that. Go the other way. Face off for Boston. Torrey Krug moves him up to center. And back in the outside. Rollins have to fight 2 here for Tampa. Is any frustration at all? You go back to Game 5 against Columbus as they were down by 2 and scored goal in overtime. Great point as they get them yet again after scoring a monumental goal.
What do you think they'll do? Like, what do you mean? The first year, you mean? Like, because they don't start till after next year. Like, do you mean how well do you think they'll do, or? Oh yeah, how are you doing, everybody? Yeah, they do have excellent puck control when they're given an opportunity to do it. But right now, I mean, when Boston starts sitting back, they got a better chance. That's the thing about Boston is when they get a lead, sometimes they stop playing their game. So I mean, you never know. Tampa could come back here for sure. I'm surprised Tampa didn't put more pressure on Halak, get more shots at him, even from a distance. Uh, especially when they were down a bit, just start firing on him. Didn't play their system very well at all today, at all. But give Boston credit; they played a game that got them off their system very well. So it's going to be a very interesting series. Isles or Flyers? Well, Ulysses and I might do a video on that tomorrow. Kevin Surley, thanks for coming in. What do you got, Kevin? What do you think's going to win between the Isles and Flyers? Wow, it's opening up here now. This is Tampa's favor. Start playing like this, and Tampa's got the. I'm a little concerned, Kevin. I'm a Philly fan. I don't agree that Trotz is the best in the business. Tortorella is the best in the business, but Trotz is second best. But if Philly plays like they did against Montreal, New York Islanders are definitely going to win that series. No doubt about it. If Philadelphia plays the game that they can play and they beat them down, Islanders in 5. Wow. Wow. Well, we'll be having to do some lives on that one. I am not going to say. No, they're no superstar. Barzal is a superstar. He just hasn't. He doesn't have anybody to work with, but that kid is amazing. I don't like how Philly played against Montreal either. They shouldn't. The only reason why they won that series is because it was Montreal. That was it, right? Well, shit. I got to start charging my I gotta move over to the other side here. I gotta charge my computer. AV's good coach too. AV's a good coach, but he's not Trotz. I agree with you. AV's a good coach. Tortorella has a young team. He did amazing things with that team. That team had no business doing what they've done. They had no business. They beating Toronto. I called them. I bet on Jackets to win that series. But I'd say Barzal's a superstar. Wouldn't you say that, Kevin Serling? Maybe he hasn't reached superstar status yet, I guess, but he doesn't have much offense to play with, like Eberle and Beauvillier. I mean, they got guys. They got a whole bunch of guys that can contribute offensively, but nobody that's like big, huge. But they've got that trot system, and I don't know. I'm concerned whether Philly's going to be able to beat that system. Like I said, if they play like they did against Montreal, Islanders will win. The thing is, they got Carter Hart, man. That kid is freaking nuts. I got to move something here so I can see the game. Barzal's a superstar, yeah. But that's really the only superstar they have. Yeah, I mean, Varlamov, though, I mean, he wasn't chewing it up in Colorado before he got to the island. Trotz is kind of a goalie whisperer, and his system he builds a system around his goaltenders. So he identifies his goaltenders' weaknesses, and then teaches his players or shows his players how to play to support the goaltender and keep the puck away from their weaknesses. He's awesome, man. Of course, they should have kept Tortorella. Everybody should have kept Tortorella. Everybody should have kept Tortorella. Vancouver should have kept Tortorella. Didn't matter if the Sedin, I don't know. If they would have gave him time, they would have been a great team. They already are a great team. Fortunately, they got Green. He looks like he's a beast of a coach too. So turned out all right. But New York, in New York, Tortorella took a poor possession team. Sorry, I'm watching here because I got an under. Kind of hoping it holds, but I'm not feeling like it's going to. Anyway, I was trying to say, he took a low possession team. New York Rangers were not a high possession team. They were a poor Corby team. They had a lot of players that were not very good at possessing the puck and turned them into the best shot blocking team maybe ever. I think ever. The best shot blocking team ever. which is not the way you want to win a cup. But he almost did, which is crazy.
It's helped us see just how connected we all are. And as we look at the big picture, it just might remind us
I dislike the Rangers more.
it really is.
Not, but Ulysses is a Rangers fan, so it's hard to not. How do you dislike the Islanders? Like, the Islanders don't hurt anybody. How do you dislike the Islanders? They're just the little Islanders over there in the corner, you know? So, well, Ulysses is a Rangers fan. Well, he makes his teams play the way to their strengths, to what they're best at. Columbus's team last year was different than the team this year because they had Panarin and they had offense and speed. So he changed his system to that. This year, like you said, they were young and they didn't have the talent to outscore teams. So he's going to make them play, especially when you're playing against a team like Toronto. He's going to tell them to ice the puck when you need to, stop their flow. But Toronto, all you got to do is stop their flow, keep the game out of flow, and they will start not being able to connect on their passes and all that kind of stuff like that. Their game is all about flow. So if you're going to beat them, you got to stop the flow. And that's what he did. It's brilliant, actually. Not to mention psychologically, he's incredible. Like, yeah, I know it's your crosstown rival. Calgary is my crosstown rival because I'm an Oilers fan in the West and I live in Edmonton. But I don't really hate them. I don't. To tell you the honest truth, I hate the Bruins more than anything because I'm a Philly fan. And I don't really hate the Bruins. I don't really hate any team. But Philly's the toughest team ever. And Boston acts like they are. But they weren't. They're not the toughest team of all time. Philadelphia Flyers, bad street bullies. Those are the tough. But I think so. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with COVID right now. I honestly don't pay attention to it much.
Almost like he wasn't ready for the shot to come through traffic, but Vasilevsky fought that one off. That looked like it could go underneath. And instead he got the top of the ball and the stick with it to keep it up. Takes you from his block, turns, and he fires a shot that's blocked. It's excellent face-off team at the end of the day. There's the shooting. Chance that things get back and he turns and wants to move up ice.
Oh, that's right. They're going to take Tim out of the net early. I'm going to lose that. I'm going to lose that under for sure. The Broad Street Bullies, yeah. Yeah, they were a tough team, man. Oh, Tampa won't. No, Tampa will come back. It's just one game. Watch it now. Well, they're going to pull the goaltender with 2 minutes left. Goaltender's still in. Why the heck are you leaving the goaltender in? Why do you leave the goaltender in here? Am I an Eagles fan? No. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a Saints fan. You think I'll get the under? Hope so. Tampa had to score one to piss me off, to make it tough. I will, eh? Icing. Yeah, that's tough, all right. So you know a lot of these guys, eh? Just because you know Emmett Smith, I guess you know a lot of football players. I didn't get the under. Oh well. Wow, 3-2 now. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, just off the left leg. So the reaction of Black, he's tracking it through, thinking it's going to go through McAvoy, and instead it goes back into the net. Would you like to get Vasilevsky out of there and as quickly as they can? Here's hit. This time he pops over. George go up the board. Screech could get the puck out him to stand on it, but it's long. Shot him to keep the play alive. Bergeron. Good courtesy. Good icing. Got it down the ice. Chip the puck back in. Chris got back his child, but he's over the glass and out play. 42 seconds remaining. This will be a big discussion of where the face-off should be.
Oh, they're locals. Oh, okay.
Outside by Tampa.
Cool.
It's going to be inside, so there's a break for the Lightning. And that'll bring Bergeron into the face-off dot against Point. Bergeron's been excellent tonight.
I think if they had JT, they'd be a better team for sure. I don't think they're better without him, no.
And hang on, what looked like was going to be a 2 or 3 goal victory here in game number 1. Well, game number 1, you get to know your opponent. They got to know each other well. And the Bruins with that all-important first goal stretched up the lead. But the third period, a great comeback. Victor Hedman with a couple of big goals. And made the end a bit of a scramble and an interesting, and it's game on. Game's going to be fun. They certainly will. 31-37. Lots of shots in favor of Tampa. Marchand got the leader from last round and Bergeron at 1-17 in the third period. And it looked like that was just going to be it. This one's over. Here's one more play. First, Craig next. Jim Cook, thank you, guys. Great to do it coming up here shortly. Early there was a question of humility in the Vancouver Vegas game to Alex Edler, but Vegas did not score the shots 2 1 nights. Still scores there. Tripping in the
Yeah, I think I'm going to go, guys. No, they didn't tie it up. I think I'm going to get going. I might start another stream later, but I got to go do some stuff. So, thanks for hanging out with me today. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you next time I do a live, which could be coming up pretty soon. Yeah. Well, how come it says that there's 2 of you here? Did Kevin leave? Okay, Ulysses, I got your information. I'll hook you up tomorrow, and I'll talk to you then. I'm going to head out now. Catch you next time I do it. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow. See you later. Thanks for coming in, Kevin Serling. Hope you subscribe to the channel and all that. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.